Welcome to FilmBeat. I'm your host Morgan, and we're here on the streets of Chicago to get the lowdown on dating in honor of the new film, 50 Shades of Grey. What's the best date you've ever been on?
About 4 years ago.
In Virginia.
Near Texas.
Finally agreed to meet, and so he drove over.
It's kind of cheesy. We went to the beach. On the beach.
Going out to the coast.
Wanted to go ice skating. I've never done it before.
Just went to a nice, kind of a quiet restaurant.
When a guy actually listens to you when you're talking.
Went out to a nice dinner and just chatted.
This guy actually heard it, listened to me.
We just sat in the park and we actually started singing a duet.
And actually does something.
I decided to take one red rose and a Hershey chocolate bar.
It was breaking the ice because it was just a first date.
Some nice wine, a nice conversation.
It's like a connection between us.
It's a big deal.
4 or 5 hours that you sat there because you talked about a lot of the same things.
For the moment we met, we had a ton of things to talk about.
Got to know each other better.
Good conversation.
Had a lot of the same goals
We all fell, laughed.
and values.
Just simple.
It was like you were having dinner with an old friend.
That was a pretty good, simple date.
Ended up being more.
And we're together 4.5 years later.
I don't need too much. Just, get it right and listen.
That was the best one.
That was the best date.
What's the worst date you've ever been on?
Oh my gosh, there's so many. The movies, online date.
This person I met online.
He was a very nice guy.
We thought it was going to be a good time.
We decided to meet at a bar.
He was a photographer.
Apparently he reads only technical C++ programming books.
Quiet.
Have a drink, and this person already had 4 drinks.
Nothing to talk about, so it was, oh my God, I was falling asleep.
They'd lied about their weight.
I was like, what?
Their picture was probably 20 years old.
There's only so many pictures and portraits and landscapes you can look
I
at.
need someone who's talkative.
So, when someone's drunk for a date,
She spilled the large popcorn that I just bought.
At the end of the day, when she realized I didn't have any more money, she ran.
No, not interested.
short date.
You need something more.
Just wasted like $8.
And I ended up being out like $4,000, something like that.
And then he wouldn't stop calling me after that, so a little stalkerish. It
But it's not going to go anywhere other than that.
was a date that never ended.
What age do you think it's appropriate for people to become intimate?
16 or 17.
17.
I'm still skeptical.
I don't think there's an appropriate age.
Wait until you're about like a senior in high school
Didn't know how many people it slept with too.
until you start messing around with that because you don't want to get a girl preggo.
The expectations are very different, I think, on both sides.
We aren't that complicated.
God made man and woman, so it's how it's supposed to be.
Well, there you have it. God did make man and woman. So, I'm your host Morgan, and this has been FilmBeat. Make sure to check out 50 Shades of Grey in theaters this December.